बहुत कह दिया है. Say P. Wilson.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman, sir. Today, I am asked to speak on the glorious journey of 75 years of Constitution of India. According to me, in the last 10 years, this government has done everything in its power and some not in its power to brick by brick destroy the edifice of our Constitution. From undermining Parliament to erosion of institutional integrity of other constitutional bodies to misuse of governmental power and stripping the fundamental rights of citizens, the very fabric of our Constitution has been ripped to shreds by this government. Firstly, parliamentary sovereignty. Has this government respected this august house? In 17th Lok Sabha, more than 221 bills were passed, but one-third of these bills were passed with less than an hour of discussion or with no debate. No discussion on worst genocides have been committed in Manipur. Standing committees have been reduced to paper committees. In the 17th Lok Sabha, only 16% of the bills were referred to Standing Committee for detailed examination, in contrast to 71% of the bills referred to Standing Committee in UPA regime. Important bills were passed without any debate, which made the Chief Justice of India to comment on it. Secondly, the judiciary. I would say the undeclared emergency now prevailing in this country is government's threat to independence of judiciary. Some High Court judges have started attending political meetings and giving speeches in language unheard of in this country in hopes of further elevation or post-retirement jobs. The collegium transfer of judges are not given effect to by the Law Ministry. The government interferes with elevation of judges to High Court and Supreme Court every now and then. Honest judges are mercilessly transferred, even in cases when they are having ailing parents or spouses. Elevation of judges who follow their conscience are not notified by the law ministries and sit over the recommendations for about 1.5 years together, despite Supreme Court Collegium reiterating its recommendation multiple times. Is this you have maintained independence of judiciary? Are we to celebrate this? Thirdly, the social justice. Every step is undertaken by the government, including higher educational institutions, to destroy reservations in education and employment under the guise of merit. In judiciary, 82% of judges are from upper class. Higher judiciary is the only institutions where reservations are denied in India for the last 75 years. Every time I raise this issue, you say Constitution doesn't permit. What have you done? Have you not amended the Constitution? Why don't you amend the Constitution and give reservation? The very first amendment for constitutional reservation brought by Pandit Nehru at the instance of Tandai Periyar and Peraringer Anna was to enable reservation for backward classes throughout India. What have you done in the last 10 years? You have amended to give reservations to forward castes under EWS. You are denying to take caste census, fearing that reservation for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC will go beyond 50%. The 1931 data is very old and requires to be reviewed. You hide behind judgment in Indira Savani's case, and you have taken no steps to amend the Constitution to increase the artificial 50% cap for reservations for SC, ST, OBC put together, brought by the judiciary. Are we to celebrate this? Fourth, about the language. The constitutional guarantee of linguistic diversity is wiped out with Hindi imposition, but you have consistently passed bills in the name of Hindi, in Hindi instead of English, in violation of Article 348. This is the respect you have for the Constitution. Are we to celebrate this? Next, governors. They are the death knell of state autonomy and cooperative federalism, who are acting as a political opponents and publicly contradict policy of the state governments, delay and even withhold the bills with regard to the bills passed by the state legislature. Are we to celebrate this? Lastly, the economic subjugation of southern states by unfair allocation of GST and funds. The southern states, which are the engines of India's growth, are punished for nothing. Are we to celebrate this? Sir, I conclude by saying this government has given us no cause to celebrate by the injustice they have done to our Constitution. We will celebrate this in 2029 when DMK Alliance forms government at the center. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mani Wilson ji. Mani Sri Bhupendra Yadav ji, 40 minutes.